A healthy human being who's fully hydrated in July in Death Valley has 4 hours of life. And when we moved to Death Valley in July, which is the hottest place on earth, and we decided we were gonna walk to set one day, and they were like, the park ranger was like, you cannot do that. And we were like, no, it's cool, because we're gonna hydrate before we walk, and it's like 4 miles, and the crew vans are going back and forth, and we're only staying on the main road. That was where I learned to put my shirt around my head, which kept my moisture in. And you hit the wall of just dehydration, because they said that out there.
And I was smoking and drinking a cup of coffee.
You don't get shelter and hydration. You have 4 hours to live. You just tipped over. And it was the craziest thing, where we thought that we had a walkie-talkie. We said, hey, they said, we're going to shoot. And we said, okay, come pick us up. And we stood by the side of the road because it was too hot to sit.
I was hallucinating.
You were hallucinating.
I thought you were trying to kill me.
Did you?
I thought that you had pretended to call the van. And that you and that I was dying and you wanted me to die, and you had pretended to call the van. I was like, there's no van coming. I bet he didn't actually push the button. He's not calling the van.
Oh my God.
And the world was going like, getting smaller, you know what I mean, closing in.
And how fast it happened. We were
walking. It was
walking.
like a city block.
Yeah, having a totally normal conversation. Your sentences were incoherent. Like you were speaking English words, but not in the right order. And so I was like, this dude is fucked up. Like, we need help. And that medic we had, he was like, I'm just gonna put a line in your arm, and you really didn't want to get an IV.
That guy put an IV in me when we went to the hotel, and the bag, and then he was like, look, you seem good. And he bounced and left me in the hotel room, like, and then the IV fell back behind the bed. So my blood starts going out. My blood is leaving me down into the bag. And I was like, Hank, or whatever. You know? Finally, he came back in. I got my blood and my hydration. That's a good memory.
That's a good memory.